Alright, what is up guys? Today we're going to go over how to create a 360 panorama with your DJI Mavic Mini drone or any drone that does not have built-in capabilities. So we're going to head over to our spot where we want to set up our base for our 360 photo. These are great for virtual tours, checking out different areas if you're going anywhere and you need a whole 360 photo. This is what we're going to do. I will say today's technique is only for Windows users. We are going to use a free software called Image Composite Editor, which only works on Windows. So hopefully we have a Mac video soon, but for today it's going to be focused on the PC Windows users. So first, what you're going to want to do is enable upward gimbal rotation on your Mavic Mini. We're going to set it here today to plus 15 degrees. It does have the ability to go up to 20. However, I've noticed on windier days or just randomly, it will bounce down a couple degrees from the 20 mark. So at the 15 is pretty safe where it's not going to want to tilt down on itself. So we'll get up to 15, and then what we're going to do is just snap photos as we pan left or right. What you're going to want to do while you're panning is to mark where the left side of your screen is or the right side of your screen is, and you're going to just want to overlap each photo just a bit here. So we're going to do that at the plus 15 mark until we go all the way in a full circle. As you can see, I am adjusting the exposure a little bit on these photos. However, the Mavic Mini is only capable of shooting JPEG images, not RAW. The Mavic Mini 2 is able to shoot RAW, so if you really want those RAW images with those high dynamic range capabilities, you should take a look at that. But as we just did, we tilted down to 0 degrees, did a 360 of overlapping photos. And now we just tilted down to negative 20. After that, we're going to go to negative 50 and just do overlapping photos. There's no set amount of photos you need to take. I like to be a little generous with it. As you can see, even at the negative 90 degrees, I probably took a little more than I should have. You could probably get away with one photo down there, but I find that the more overlapping, the better the software is able to stitch all the photos together in post. So we're gonna take these photos that we just took over to Lightroom and just do some basic edits on those. I'll do a little demo here. Highlights, just bring the sky out a little more, helps with the sun, and then we'll boost the shadows here. These are JPEG images, so we're not gonna get crazy good post abilities out of this. And then we'll do a little clarity here. Now what I like to do, a little pro tip here, if you right click the one image that you just worked on, go to development settings, copy settings. We're going to copy all of the edits that you do to the photo, and then we'll go to that first set, that plus 15, and we'll take all those photos. So it looks like it goes up to 9 here. So those are all the first round of photos we did. We can right click on that, go to develop settings and paste, and those are going to paste all the attributes from that first edit to all of the first upward tilting photos. And then we can do the same for the next tier of photos and the next tier. Just edit one, copy all the attributes and paste it, because all of the edits needed should be similar on each level. So once we get that, we're going to open up the software Image Composite Editor, which I will link below. It is a free software for Windows. So we're going to go to New Pano, and we're going to take all of our edited photos and upload those. So we're on step 1, auto detection. We're going to click next. So it's going to stitch the photos right here for us. All right, so as you can see, it stitched all the photos here together. You can zoom in, take a look. Also, you have the ability to pick your horizon. Now, since we were on a drone with a gimbal attached, the horizon does match up perfectly with the horizontal here. So everything looks good there. We're just going to click next. So there's our stitched together pano. As you can see, we weren't able to get all of the sky because we couldn't tilt all the way up, but no worries. This software does a little bit here to start to fill in the sky. You just click autocomplete. So then we'll get that and click next. So this is a very large photo, 20,000 by 7,000 pixels. For Facebook usage or any other social medias, we're going to want to bump this down to 60%. File format is a JPEG, and we're just going to export to disk here and save that. So we will see you over in Photoshop. All right, so now we're in Photoshop, and this is where we're going to get the rest of the sky filled in. So first we need to expand our canvas a little bit. So we're going to go to canvas size. You're going to want to swap this to pixels. And now the height is going to be 1/2 of the width. So 12,288 divided by 2 gives us 6,144. Anchor down below on the bottom here. And we'll click OK. So now we have a bunch of white space here. And we want to fill that in with sky. So we are going to use the lovely Content Aware filter. We'll take the lasso tool, trace a little bit below, up, all the way over. So now that area is selected. You're going to right click, fill, Content Aware is already selected, click OK. So Photoshop's going to do its thing. And hopefully it turns out a decent fill here. Depending on the clouds you have in your photos, it's going to be good or bad. You might have to try either the rectangle marquee tool to select the sky or the lasso tool I find to be the best. So yeah, pretty good. I think it's a little better if you do have the scattered clouds because then you can't really tell. You can kind of tell it's a little copy here, but it will do the trick. And to get a first glimpse at our 360, we're going to go to 3D, spherical panorama, go down to new pano layer from selected layers. And here's a first look at our 360 photo. Pretty good. Down below, I think the sky, all right, yeah, so the sky does have a pretty harsh line here. You can edit that out. Maybe just put a little blur on it, a little, blending the edges together there. But overall, if anything, I feel like they'll look down than up. But yeah, this is a free way to stitch your panos together. This is only for PC. We'll have a Mac video coming soon. If you enjoyed this, if you want to hear anything else about drones or virtual tours or 360 photos, let me know and we'll get a video out for you.